welcome to Diksha Vedantu. I'm your Aditi ma'am, and in this video we are going to talk about the very new science book introduced for you guys by NCERT. Finally it has been out. There were so many videos, so many speculations about this book, and finally the book is out. So what you have to do, what are the syllabus, what is changed, what is new, we are going to talk about all of that. Right now, how will you download this book? It might come, it might probably have came in your schools as well, right? So let's go through it. If you still have not have the new book, let's see how you can actually download the PDF as well. So you just have to go through NCERT and just click on the text PDF, okay? Then you'll end up on this website. You'll click on class 9th, obviously, then science, and you'll see now here, the earlier book was a different one. Now we have exploration in this tab as well, right? And you press on go, and we will have a very new book. We have all the new chapters. Let's look at what our content looks like, right? So this content mostly it's same, okay? This is what the new book looks like. Mostly the book will be same, but on the very part that some of the chapters are actually different. Let me open the content part. Where is the content part? Some of the chapters are actually different, and we are going to see what exactly will be different in those chapters. And here we have your content part. Okay, now when you look at this content, what you will see that actually earlier the content or your book was being started with biology or chemistry, right? I guess now they have started it with a very simple first chapter, that is exploration. That is your book. So we'll simply explore what is in this book, what exactly, how exactly they have made the content of this book, which are the topics, which topics are new or earlier, the previous topics, let's say. So all that information will be this. Entering in the world of secondary science, because now you are in secondary school. Okay, then the second chapter will be cell. We are starting with biology. So the first chapter is building block of life, that is cell. Then moving on, we have tissues in action, describing motion around us, the first chapter of physics. Now earlier they used to club all the biology chapters, then physics, then chemistry and all that stuff, but now they've just mixed it through it, right? So 2 chapters of biology, third is our physics, and then we have chemistry, exploring mixtures and their separation. Now that is a whole new chapter. We know that this chapter is actually very good, because we personally studied this in masters. I've studied this before, but I've still studied it in masters. So imagine how much weightage these topics hold, right? That's why I think NCERT also changed this, because main topic, to include the main topics which actually you use for your further studies, right? Now I know most of you will say, ma'am, I don't want to do masters in physics or chemistry, but okay. Right, how forces affect motion. So earlier we do have a chapter on forces, and that is the same, work, energy and simple machines. Now they have added the simple machines topic. We all know that they have added the pulley system, the inclined plane, all that topics that you will use in your JEE mains examinations as well. Okay, then the next chapter is again of chemistry, that is journey inside the atom, right? Then atomic foundations of matter. So earlier what used to happen, this matter chapter used to come before and the atom chapter used to come after matter, but every matter is made up of atom. That's very basic. So first you should study atom and then we go to matter. So the NCERT has corrected it now. Okay. Then we have the same chapter earlier. They had sound waves, characteristics and its applications. Then reproduction, how life continues, is again a new chapter in biology. The same chapter is there in 10th as well. But when you move to the 10th next year again, you will have your books changed, because this is how your fate is, or kismat is. We can't do anything, okay? Then we have patterns in life, diversity and classification. I'll say I hated this chapter, because there are so many names of different kind of kingdoms and diversities, but I eventually learned it somehow, and I'll tell you all the tricks as well. Okay, then we have Earth as a system. I was talking about Earth science. This is exactly what that is. Earth as a system, energy, matter and life. Okay, so these are 13 chapters which include first chapter as the introduction as well. Gravitation chapter that was earlier in physics, it was deleted. New topics has been added, that is simple machines. Okay, then in chemistry we have 2 new chapters. Ionic compounds has also been added. I think we will found that in the atom or in matter chapter. Okay, we'll go through that. And one more chapter, exploring mixtures and their separation techniques, has also been added. In biology 2 more chapters have added, but food resources have been deleted, right? So 2 more chapters have been added, and we have seen all that. And that is it for this video. The whole syllabus, see, I call the syllabus as the battleground of your 9th and 10th. Okay, this is a battle for 10th class boards. It is kind of a battle, okay? And I call it battle because it's a stretch. It's not just a quick fight or a war. No, it's a battle. It will go on for 2 years. And for those 2 years, the battleground is actually our syllabus. And we have to know what our battleground looks like. So that is why this video is very important. Share it with your friends, with your cousins, so that they also get to know what are the new things that are there and what are things that actually deleted. Because I don't want you to get an old book and start reading the chapter gravitation. That is just a waste of time. Okay, so let me know if you have any new update. If there is any new update on my side, I will definitely give you. There will be live sessions, so please join those. We will be doing numericals, new concepts, new formulas, all together in this year, and we are together till your 10th class boards, that is in 2028. Okay, that is it for this video. I'll meet you in the next one. Tada, bye bye.